Hello everyone, this is Vaya, and let's start magnet fishing. Let's throw the magnet farther. But we're not at this beautiful, extraordinary body of water for nothing. A subscriber of mine, an eyewitness, contacted me and said that he saw a huge plane crash right into this lake from here. And honestly, we can even contact him right now and listen to what he has to say. Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, Slavka. I'm your biggest subscriber.
Tell us about the plane that crashed here.
This is just crazy. I'm sitting here fishing and it just fell. What even is that?
All right, thank you. I understand. Honestly, guys, I think these are just some crazy stories. But I couldn't resist coming here to see if there's actually something here or not. Because the body of water is really vast and very beautiful. I've hooked something. The rope's tight. It's heavy. See how it's coming? That's something else. That's interesting. I just said that guy, he's kind of crazy. Really not in his right mind, but I definitely feel something on the magnet. And I think you can already see it. Yeah, there. Whoa, some kind of, listen, metal piece. I have no idea, guys. It doesn't really look like a plane. It's just some kind of metal plate. There are actually traces of soot here. It's damaged. It's a cool find, but it doesn't really prove anything to us. All we know so far is that this old man, he's a little crazy and was talking some nonsense. So let's throw our magnet even farther. Whoa, now that's a throw, right? Strangely, when I threw it this way last time, it got caught on something heavy. Look, again, see, I'm not lying. The rope is getting really tight. Look, it's like something's coming. Wow. Guys, honestly, I might have already left this place because there's no point listening to crazy people. Yeah, who knows what's on their mind, but I'm pulling up something really heavy. It slipped. Oh no. No, something broke off. That means we were pulling something heavy and now it's gotten easier. But I still feel something on the magnet and I can even see it. There's something round over there. Oh, interesting. Some kind of pot or what? Wait, what is this thing, guys? Look, there's some kind of black soot all over, as if there was a fire. There are rivets here. There's a lot of soot here, like there was a fire. And here are some rivets. You know, guys, this thing looks really strange. Of course, maybe I'm just imagining things, but it looks like the rear part of an airplane turbine. That's what it looks like. At the back, an airplane turbine has something similar. On small turbines, of course, not on a Boeing, but on some kind of jets. But look, it's all covered in soot. It's all burned. Maybe something really did happen here. Something really did burn here. Okay, well, this is kind of nonsense. All right, VIS, stop listening to crazy people. There are a lot of weirdos out there. Recently, we already found a plane underwater. You can check it out by the hint, but it turns out that it was some kind of creature. Not just a plane, but a creature. A monster, damn it, although I still haven't figured it out. Take a look and let me know. But what I think we'll do this time is make sure there are no assumptions or guesses. It's unclear if this guy is crazy or if it's real. I'll put on my diving suit and we'll see if there really are pieces of the plane there or not. Well, I've changed and now I've got this new toy. It's called Decoding. Basically, it's a mini scuba tank for diving. Well, you know, I have bulky, huge equipment. I use it for deep dives and big adventures. But today we're going to use these cool Decoding cases. Cool. Actually, it's really convenient to take with you on adventures for different things, weekends, and so on. You have everything ready. You have everything you need. You just buy a set like this and you're ready for diving. Now we'll finish it all up. And here it fits in like this. Pretty cool. With an attachment like this, you can use a hand pump to fill up a tank like this. But I also have a high pressure compressor from the same brand. What's cool about it is that it works from a 220 volt outlet and you can also power it with crocodile clips from a 12 volt source. Basically, everything you need is included. With a compressor like this, you just set it up, turn it on like this, and it fills your air tank. You don't need to do anything. Everything is ready to go, but I think for such a short dive today, this tank should be enough. Because I still don't trust this crazy guy. Well, that's it. I'm ready to dive. Here's this miniature setup. It's easy and pretty cool. Testing it together for the first time, we're searching for the plane underwater. Let's dive in. Guys, look what I found. This looks like an impeller. It's, well, a part of the airplane's turbine. This is what it looks like in real life, and this is how it looks inside the turbine, and it spins, creating turbo boost. Wow, that's just amazing. And this is our first find that's actually related to an airplane. So basically, I ran out of gas in my canister, well, the small one. Man, I didn't think we'd actually find anything here. So let's keep going with magnet fishing. But first, I'll change my clothes. Wow, guys, I changed back. We already have 3 finds that seem like plane parts, and they all connect to this. Anyway, let's throw it in the same direction where we found those fragments, just a little to the left. Because, well, I'd really like to find the actual plane if it's down there, and see what it looks like. Nothing so far. Oh! But now there's definitely a snag, although it's still not certain yet. Maybe this is still just crazy talk, although I'm definitely pulling something out of the water. Go ahead and write in the comments now. Tell me, do you think this is real or is it all fake? Because should we believe this crazy guy, the one we called, or not? Anyway, let me know your opinion in the comments. I'm carrying something again. Look, see, there it is. Some kind of thing. Hold on, what is this? It's metal again. Guys, what is this? A porthole? Wow. Oh man, this really is a porthole. Hold on, another find that looks like it's from a crashed plane. Incredible. Look, they're the same color, so maybe it was some kind of black jet, or maybe it was white, but it got completely burned. Well, look, seriously, this is really a piece of the fuselage. It's similar in color to this piece of the fuselage, but this one has a window, so someone might have tried to look through it during the flight. Like, we're falling. Maybe something like that happened. But we've already found 4 discoveries that are indirectly in one way or another connected to the plane. The madman's ramblings we heard at the start now seem less crazy. Let's keep throwing the magnet. We're finding most of the items over there or a bit to the left, so let's try more to the left again. Damn, guys, wait. Are you still watching? Have you subscribed to the Zizinvia channel? Please subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. And it would be really cool if we reach 6 million subscribers very soon. That's honestly my dream. Enjoy the videos and subscribe to stay updated. Because the most unique adventures and the most unique magnet fishing are only on our channel. Well, now I feel like we found something. There's some tension on the rope, but it's clearly lighter than previous finds. But there's definitely something there. Over there you can already see something right there. So what is it? It's not clear yet? Oh, these are some headphones with a microphone, and there's some kind of recorder here. Let's see. Yeah, really, pilot's headphones, and this is a voice recorder. Basically, on some planes, not the big, massive ones, where there's no money to install a proper black box, there are backup recorders. They look like this, so they don't record what's happening throughout the whole plane. They only record what one pilot is saying. And most likely, this recorder is like a backup. It recorded everything that was said through these headphones. Wait, are these the pilot's headphones? Really? And do I look like a pilot now? Like, base, do you copy, base, permission to take off, launch received, permission granted, flaps, lubricatos, thingamajigs. Oh, we forgot to refuel. Oh, I'm not sure it'll look like this, but let's do it this way. We'll check the recordings from this recorder a bit later, and we'll find out what was recorded on these pilot headphones. And since this will happen in this video, let's see you leave a lot of likes. 5,000 likes under this video would make me really happy. So be sure to hit that like button, and we'll keep throwing the magnet. When we reach that number, at the end of the video, that's when we'll listen to the recordings of a real pilot who apparently crashed his plane here. That's crazy. Listen, if you're watching me, well, I mean my subscriber who's a bit eccentric, I want to apologize. The one we contacted at the beginning of the video, he was right, but I didn't believe him. But we've already found so many things related to the crashed plane, and every time I throw the magnet that far, it feels like I'm actually catching something. You definitely look, guys. Here's the tension. Oh, this one, listen, this is a heavy find. This is really heavy. This is the heaviest find in the whole video. It's big and very heavy. You can even kind of see it already. I'm telling you, look how big and heavy this find is. It's just crazy. Oh, what is that? Guys, wow, it looks really strange. Do you have any guesses yet? It almost looks like a flashlight. What is it? Wow, guys, this seems like some kind of aircraft control element. Yeah, that's right. Remember I mentioned flaps? That's exactly what these are. See, it's moving. Look, there's some kind of movement, some control happening. It's like that. And here is the canopy. All airplanes have lights on their wings to mark their width. This helps to understand how wide they are and how much space they take up in the air during nighttime.
This is part of an airplane wing. Definitely.
The paint matches exactly with other fuselage parts. I'm not sure, but apparently there was a fire and serious damage. Everything is black and burned. Maybe the plane took off and then there was a fire. By the way, the fuel is stored in the wings. And if there was a fire and it spread to the wings, then these fragments appeared because there was boom. Because the fuel in all airplanes is stored in the wings, they're like fuel tanks. Wow, these headphones are key to discovering the truth. Let's keep tossing the magnet and hit the like button. Let's see what else is underwater. But the plane isn't a Boeing, it's a small one, right? So if this is a piece of its wing, these are pieces of its fuselage, the turbine is pretty, well, small, right? Because the size of a regular turbine is wider than my arms, but here, well, the turbine is small. So it's a small aviation plane or some kind of jet. If it was black but not burnt, it's a business jet. Still, it's rotten, crooked, strange, and unclear. I wonder what a cheap show-off business jet would look like, all rotten and crooked. Probably like this. Thanks to our editors for making this artificial intelligence picture. If you enjoyed it or found it funny, give it a like. Right now, I feel like there's something on my magnet. See, the rope is getting tight. It's not heavy, but I can definitely feel like something is digging into the ground, like it's scraping it. If we get closer, we'll see it. There it is. What is it? I see some wires, something. Wow, amazing, guys. Yeah, do you know what this is? This is a real airplane yoke with switches and buttons. Something like that. And look, something has been torn out from here. So there was some kind of control panel or something like that here. But apparently from the fall, from the impact, it got ripped out. And I'm not joking with you. Here are photos of real yokes, how they look in airplanes. And this is really one of the types of yokes. That's how it works, from left to right towards you. All right, let's go. Okay, now I'm like a real pilot. Here's my wing. Here I have parts of the fuselage. Here are pieces of the turbine, something like that. Okay, like this. Base, I'm gaining altitude. Come in, base. Oh, the rudder came off. The yoke came off. Base. What should I do? Base, we're going down. Or maybe not, I don't know. But just imagine how strong the impact was if the yoke got ripped off. Thank God we found these headphones. Now we can learn the truth. Or maybe it was actually an explosion because the fuel system was damaged. And that's exactly what explains why the control yoke was torn off like that. But again, on Boeings and Airbuses, the control yokes are much bigger. This yoke is clearly from a small aircraft. These small planes are most often called Cessna, so most often it's a Cessna, and rarely any Airbus. But it all looks very much like airplane parts. I no longer have any doubt that my crazy subscriber is actually not crazy, and he really did see something here. Well, then let's keep looking. Because if that plane really did crash there should be a ton of debris. We should have kept going on that underwater, probably searching. Basically, a complete underwater search is needed, guys. If you want me to find the entire plane, I probably can't get it out today. Oh, wow, something heavy. Write in the comments if you want me to go on underwater adventures. If you want me to find the plane using scuba gear, let me know in the comments. So I said earlier that the wing was the heaviest find, but no, this is much heavier. Guys, this is just insanely heavy. This will be tough, guys. Come on, for my efforts. Drop some likes on the video. It's interesting. See how heavy it is? I told you, it's huge. Listen, it's like some kind of engine part or something. Look, guys, that's insane. Unbelievable. It's an airplane turbine engine. That's a real find, guys. Imagine how it got torn apart. Airplane engines vary. Some are turboprop, others are turbine. This one is a turbine engine. In cross-section, it looks like this. And when assembled, it looks like this. And accordingly, it's very heavy. Just insanely heavy, unbelievable. And we pulled it out. Wow, it's huge. Look, it's all rusted too. Apparently, it hasn't been serviced in a long time, right? Or maybe it burned like this. Because look, these things here, they wear out. Well, look, it turns out we've already found a lot of parts from this turbine. Apparently, it was in the back like this. Yes, of course, the fuselage body is missing here, but this apparently, as I said, is the rear part of this turbine. Here's the impeller. This was roughly the front part, something like this. Wow, we're basically assembling an airplane turbine here, though the casing and protection are missing. Yeah, apparently all of that is down there, but this is a real engine. I can't believe my eyes, guys. It's all real. So it turns out a real airplane crashed there. However, I've already had a magnet fishing experience where I managed to pull out an entire airplane using a crane. You can check it out by the hint, but that was a small airplane, really tiny, just a little one. We pulled it out with a crane. Today, I don't know if it's worth calling a crane or not because apparently the plane is all smashed up into pieces. It would probably be right to go diving, but it all depends on what you write in the comments. That's how it will go further, so write your comments. I'll toss the magnet again. What else will we find? Come on, let's go. Whoa. Oh, man. Wait. Okay, whoa. That's it, the situation. You know what's weird? I hear planes flying here, but I can't see them. Do you see one? No, where is it? I hear it for sure, but I don't see it. Did I go crazy like my subscriber? It's around here, right? You hear it too. Okay. Now they'll think VI has gone crazy. There it is. Come here, cameraman. Film it. A fighter jet is flying. Wow, unbelievable. What if the fighter jet falls into the water? Can you imagine? And then go magnet fishing at the spot where the fighter jet fell. Unbelievable. If you mention places like that in the comments, I can check them out. Now, let's get the magnet out. I think we hooked something. You know, I just had another thought. What if we saw all the parts burnt in black, but what if it wasn't a fire or explosion? What if a fighter jet shot down the plane? What if this isn't a flight zone? So this guy was flying a small jet and ended up in a no-fly combat zone where a fighter jet shot him down. Isn't that possible? Anyway, I have something on the magnet. It's not heavy, but not small either. Absolutely. Oh, that's an interesting thing. Look, you can even see it already. Look. Oh, wow, it's huge. Well, it's some kind of frame, but it's very light. Most likely aluminum. Damn, it came off. It's okay, we dragged it out. And all my old fans, all my longtime subscribers know that fines usually come off near the shore. Be honest in the comments. Who's been my fan or subscriber for a long time? I want to know, are there many of us, or is it mostly newcomers here? Well, here it is. Like I said, it's light, but it's scraping. So is this some kind of case or just a physical, how do you even call it properly? I don't know, a case. Probably a frame, yeah, a frame. It's kind of lightweight, I wouldn't say. It's aviation aluminum, magnetic but very light. See guys, this could actually be it. The pilot's cabin. Let me remind you that we still have the glasses. And if you haven't liked the video, fix that right now. So, does that mean the pilot might have looked something like this? Oh no, there's a fighter jet on my tail. There's a fighter jet behind me. I'm climbing higher. I've been hit. And straight into the water. Well, the pilot's cockpit is really strange. It's a very unclear model, although maybe there were transparent windows here, so everything was see-through. Yeah, look guys, it's clearing up more or less. This is soot and grime, so they might have been transparent. It was actually a pretty decent cockpit, basically, for a single-seat plane like this. As we've already established, yes, the plane was small in size, and this is its wing. The engine was possibly a single-engine configuration. Usually, planes have an engine on each wing, but here, there was possibly one engine in the back. Here we are holding it, so there's only one turbine. Some planes are like that, probably small. Since there's a window, there were also passenger seats somewhere in the cabin. So this is the cockpit, which means there was a cabin as well. The plane is very interesting. I still can't quite figure out what it looked like, but let's throw the magnet. Let's see what happens next. Honestly, this is already enough for my investigation. I guess now we'll listen to the recording from these headphones to figure out what really happened, what caused our plane to crash here. Oh, there's a clue, there's a lead, basically. There are a lot of parts over there. Apparently the plane is in pieces, but I feel like something's coming. We'll get it out now. Look, you can see something round being dragged, rusty and wrecked. Watch how it spins. Oh, it's an impeller. Another impeller. That's amazing, guys. Look again. Since the part is covered in soot, it was also affected by the fire. This might be a part from our plane, but it's stuck and broken. Oh, look, it's spinning. See, it's all covered in soot. So it's very badly damaged. Well, in short, this part was spinning. Maybe it's another turbine part. Maybe it was positioned somewhere like this. Maybe it was some kind of auxiliary takeoff device. I don't know for sure. Write your version in the comments. What could this be? And now let's proceed to decoding the data from this recorder to understand what happened to this very plane and what caused it to fall into the water. So, while my assistant Antoka is figuring out how to decode the data from this recorder, I want to conduct a little experiment. Let's launch Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformer Artificial Intelligence and use video call to ask for help. Hello, Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformer. I'm gonna scan all these parts that I pulled out from underwater, and you show me an image of what this plane might have looked like before the crash.
Whoa, are you crazy, Slavic?
How am I supposed to figure out what the plane looked like just from rusty parts? And besides, your parts are clearly all bent out of shape. It's definitely not a private jet. Well, okay, let's try scanning.
Well, you're an artificial intelligence. You can do something like that. I thought you could do anything.
Well, of course, I try to be able to do everything. But restoring a plane from rusty parts, that's real magic. But it's okay, let's try. Maybe it'll work out.
All right, let's start scanning.
Well, here's the first part. Clearly a wing, even though it's very bent and rusty. The second part looks like a turbine, also completely worn out by time. And finally, the third element may be a porthole. This is all rusty junk, but let's see what comes of it.
Why are you talking like that? Just generate the picture.
All right. I'm starting the image generation. Now I'll try to put together an image of the plane from all this, how it might have looked. Here you go. Something interesting is coming. It's all ready. Well, what a mess. It's just a disaster. Looks like the pilot was some kind of country bumpkin.
Thank you, artificial intelligence. Yeah, it looks really strange, so that's what this plane looks like, basically. Thank you, Antok. Did you figure it out? The picture is really weird. I told you it all looks kind of sketchy and unclear, but it really does look very similar. Thanks, Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformer. Did you solve it?
Yeah, listen.
All right, let's do it. Are you ready, guys? I hope you got 5,000 likes. Let's play what the pilot said right before the crash.
Yeah, damn, I checked everything. Why is it acting up? Everything's acting up.
He says he's flying and everything's acting up, right?
Damn, just a little more and the wing's about to fall off. Should have tightened it better.
Everything's falling apart midair. ChatGPT was right. This is a makeshift plane. Let's keep going.
How will we land? Damn, a fighter jet.
He said that a fighter jet just flew by.
All right, we need to land immediately.
Oh, damn, everything's on fire. Everything's burning, damn it.
Oh, damn, everything? I still don't understand what happened. He was either hit or lost control from the fighter's jet wash. I'm not sure, but there was definitely a fighter there. Write your theories in the comments. What do you think happened here? What do you think went on? But the fact is, the story turned out to be true. If you like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. By the way, this is Antoka. Who remembers him?